Hey guys, Bill here. How we doing today? So we're back today, the next installment of the camper shell build, the vintage camper shell build. So where we left off, I had gotten it pretty much the sides framed and so on. And I had set it on the truck to make sure it fits. It does fit. So that's where we left it. So today what I've done is I figured I needed to get the bottom of the rails where it sets on the top of the bed. That's just bare wood. The metal doesn't wrap around it. So I needed to seal that up. Turn you around here, I'll show you what I've done. And we'll get the inside of it sanded and start putting some finish on the inside of it. So that being said, let me show you where we're at with it. Okay, here it is. I've actually got it turned upside down on the floor. So just this is the rails, the bottom. So what I did is I just painted it with fiberglass resin. Just fiberglass resin. I mixed some up, put 2 coats, and then I went over it and I just hit it with an 80 grit, my sander. You can probably look and see it's kind of, there's shiny spots where it was a little bit low, but you know it's good. Probably, I think what I'm going to do when it's said and done, I'm probably going to just mask this off, this whole thing on the bottom here, and maybe spray it with like bed liner, that maybe go down to O'Reilly's or something and buy a rattle can, a spray can of bed liner. Anyway, that's good for now. I'll flip the thing back over, get it set back on its blocks, and we will start on the interior, sanding the walls down. I want to get the interior done, or the finish put on the interior walls before I do the ceiling. So I think that's what we're going to do here. I don't know how much of that I'm going to record. It's going to be a lot of sanding. So, you know, sanding is sanding. So let's get her turned back over. I'm probably going to do fiberglass on the top side under here. Just to make these edges tough. You know, so they don't get banged up. This originally had an aluminum cap over this edge, but that cap was just freaking destroyed. So I'm thinking fiberglass should be good enough. Okay guys, I got this bottom rail sanded down, put some tape on it, some green masking tape. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix up some fiberglass resin. I'm going to resin this rail, just get a good coating on it, probably a couple coats, and let it dry. That'll seal this really good. I think this just needs to be fairly tough. So let's get some resin mixed up and we'll paint that on there. All right, here we are. We got fiberglass resin. And I bought this. It was a brand new can. I got it for $2 at a yard sale. So I kind of scored on that deal. I think the last quart that I bought was, I think, $29. All right, so let's see. That's probably good enough for now. Okay. Hardener You know, there's a ratio for this. I'm not sure what it is. I just about that. So I just use a Harbor Freight, the cheapest brush I could get at Harbor Freight. I think I paid 99 cents or 79 cents for it. I use it one time and throw it away. So get in my old man chair here. Let's start right here. Okay. And once this is dry and hard, I might paint it, I don't know. All right, well, you kind of get the idea. I'll shut the camera off and I'll bring you back when it's painted. All right, guys. The rail has all been, I think I got two or three coats of, I can't remember. I think I did 2 coats yesterday, and then I came out this morning and did another coat of fiberglass resin on the rails. So it's pretty good. I got all the interior wood sanded. I sanded as good as it's going to get anyway. I went up to 180 grit, or no, 220 grit. So that's as good as it's going to get. I blew it all off with air, all the dust. I'm going to wipe it down with some mineral spirits, let that dry. Then we're going to lay some, just put some clear on it. I just got some mineral spirits in a little bucket here, and we're just going to wipe the dust off. I got a satin clear. If you don't do this kind of stuff every day, it's pretty overwhelming, the options and the finishes, and it's just like, good grief. I'm just going to put some clear on it. I just want some clear, you know. So you guys that are woodworkers, you're probably like, this joker has no idea what he's doing. And you know what? You'd be right, because I don't. But I'm still doing it. Even though I don't know what the hell I'm doing, I'm still doing it. So there's that. I guess A for effort. I don't know. Whatever. All right, well, we'll set you down here, and I will continue with this. All right, guys, this is what I'm going to use on it. It's Minwax spar urethane. Like I said, I had no idea what to use. I hardly ever do this kind of stuff, so I just thought, all right, why not I'll try this. You know, it's a satin clear. Anyway, we're going to give it a try. All right, so. Honestly, it looks about like that that fiberglass resin did. So I just dumped some in a little paint mixing cup that I've got, so it just makes it easier to deal with. That can was pretty full, so. I think my brush is a little bit big, but that's all right. I don't know how this satin is going to be. If I don't like it, I'll probably do a second coat. If I don't like the satin when it dries, I'll probably go over it or go buy me a coat of semi-gloss or something, or a can rather, of semi-gloss. All right, guys, I'm going to shut you off, and before my camera shuts off from being too hot, I'll bring you back when I get this done. So, see you then. Turn that off. That makes a lot of noise. So, got one coat on it. Go in here. So, got one coat on it. It's satin. So there's no shine to it. Tell me, you guys tell me what you think. I personally would like to see more shine. I'm still going to do another coat. I might go get me a quart of semi-gloss to do my other quart with. I would like to see, just like I said, I would just like to see a little bit more shine. What do you guys think? I'd love to hear other people's opinions. Anyway, we'll let this dry overnight. I'm going to sit here, drink a couple of beers, and think about it. So, we'll see what I decide. I do like it though. I do like it. So, there's that. If I just stay with the satin, I'm going to be okay with that. I just think just a little bit of a shine would be nice. So. Like I said, I'll drink a couple beers here and think about it. So, all right, guys. It's been a couple of days since I've worked on the shell, the camper shell. I got the roof or the ceiling framed out. And you can see I just built the frame, laid it inside the perimeter. So these are I think I bought 1x8s, and I ripped them down to a full 2 inches. I was going to do 1x3s, but I would have had to rip those down because I wanted 2 inches, because I'll do a 3/8 on my interior walls or interior ceiling. That'll be 3/8. So I had to be kind of, I guess you would say, cognizant of my headroom. So I guess that's the word, cognizant. I don't know. But anyway, I think it's pretty good. So I'm going to, so now I guess I just need to need to take that, this is just clamped in. I'm going to take that out. I'll lay it upside down on my table. I got my table cleaned off. And I'll start planing my boards down, my cedar fence boards, and start laying them on the inside. Then I'll put a finish on them. Then I'll put it back on, screw it, put screws through on the outside here, and that'll be good to go. I'm probably going to, up here in the front, I'm probably going to build a, I don't know, I'm still up in the air if I'm going to build a shelf or if I'm going to build some sort of a cabinet that has doors on it that opens up, just to kind of stash stuff in, you know. I need a place to stash my mind changer when I'm in it, so anyway, there we have it. When we come back, I'll have the interior done, and we'll figure out what we want to do with the front, whether we want to do a shelf or what. All right, till then. All right, guys, it's been probably about a week since I've been able to work on the camper. Family stuff going on. Actually, I had my grandson here, and he's 4 years old, and I couldn't do anything with him here. He's, you know how 4-year-olds are. Man, I'm not used to that stuff. But anyway, I come back out here today, did a little bit more work to it, and show you what I did. So I flipped it upside down, and I just sprayed the rails with just bed liner, just the bottoms and where they come in, where it comes into contact with the truck. I just used the Duplicolor bed liner. You know, I had already put the fiberglass resin on it, which it was already good, but I thought this will just give it a little extra. And it'll be black instead of just wood color, you know. Which it's not going to matter because nobody's going to see it. It's going to be against the bed rails on it, sitting on the bed. So, all right, I'm going to let that dry. And also, I got all my sheeting on my ceiling. I got to sand it down yet. And put the finish on it. I got all these little brads. I glued it and used the brad nailer, put all the little nails in it. So I have to fill all those little holes, and all around the edges I'll go around and flush trim it with a router all the way around. And I think it'll be good. Then we'll be able, like I said, we'll get it finished. I have a couple of knot holes, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. I kind of like them anyway. Yeah, if I was worried about it being just clear with no knots in it, I would have spent a lot more money for the wood, but I'm okay with this. I kind of like it. It's going to give it kind of a rustic look. So anyway, that's where I'm at with it. I'm going to let that dry overnight, and I'll flip that back over get it back up on the blocks. We'll get this sanded down, like I said, get our finish on it, then we'll set it inside that and put it together. So stick around. All right guys, a couple days later, I've been working on this thing. So I got the ceiling put in and all the, I guess you call them the joists for the ceiling. I actually did some bed liner undercoating under the rails. So I put my urethane on the inside of the ceiling. I'm not real crazy about it, but it'll be all right. It's got a gloss to it, and I'm not happy about that. I used one can on the sides of satin, okay, and so I didn't have enough to do the ceiling, so I went and bought a can of satin, another can of satin, same stuff, and it's got a gloss to it. So I'm hoping it's still not completely cured. I'm hoping that once it completely cures, it'll dull down a little bit. If not, then it is what it is. This front corner here, I'm going to probably just build a box or something. Yeah, something, because that the front rounds over, so you couldn't just come to a square with it. I guess you probably could have, but it was going to be really close. So, and it originally had a box, like a box built up there. So, and I'll probably go all along. I'll cut me some like 1/4 by 1/4 cedar and just trim it all out. So, and I got all the holes drilled for the wiring for the lights. It'll have 5 clearance lights across the back. I've got these guys right here that will go on there. They're LEDs. So I took a hole saw and I just went in part way, and then I drilled a hole at an angle going up, and it comes out right here. And I did that all the way around. I'll have them on the sides. I have some amber ones to put on the front, on that side, and I'm going to have a single dome light with just a switch. The original camper shell had 2 of them, but they didn't match, and I think that's kind of overkill. This is the one I would like to use this one. You know, it's got a white lens that goes on it, you know. Got a little bit of chrome on it, which it makes it kind of retro, but the chrome's kind of messed up. You can see it won't clean up. Apparently it's flaking off. I might just scuff that up and paint this chrome part black. Or there's this white one here, but I really don't like that one. I don't know what I'm going to do there, but I'm going to just, like I said, just do one single one in the middle with a switch on it to turn it off and on. I thought about putting a vent in the top of it, but I don't think I want to. It's just a vent's just, both windows slide open, so there's going to be plenty of ventilation. And a vent in the top is just a place for it to leak, in my opinion. And these things already have enough places to leak. So, and where I live, we get a lot of rain here. So I don't want to do that. You know, I'm going to insulate the top of it. I have this 2-inch foam board right here. So anyway, that's the update. You guys, if you like this, please subscribe, comment. I'll be back with another update on it when I get the wiring done. I'm getting close. I just got to get the wiring done, put some insulation in it. I think these sides in here, you know, there's not a lot in around here. I might just get a couple of cans of spray foam, fill those with spray foam, or not. I don't know if what I'll do with them. And then I can start putting the siding on it. Then we can get the windows in it. Then this baby will be ready to go on the truck. So anyway, that's where we're at with it. So you guys take care, and on the next segment we'll see. I might show you when I start running the wiring. I'll probably bring you back for that. So all right, till then. So I got my wiring done on the camper. I didn't record doing the wiring because wiring is wiring. It's running wires and put connectors. I'm just going to show you how I wired it. So to start with, I'm going to, my wiring is going to plug in to the truck right here. It's going to come right through the wall there, and I'm going to put just a little flat trailer plug, this guy one of these guys right here on it, and it'll tuck up under the rail, and all you'll see is like that right there, and I guess that's going to have to work. So I come up, I routed a notch right here, here, and I need 3 wires is all I need. So, you know, it'll set in here. I'll just put some tape or something over it to hold it. So the yellow one, this will be power, constant power for my dome light, my interior light. These are going to be, since they're LEDs, I gotta have a ground and positive to each clearance light. So this will be power for my clearance lights. I come up here, I go 2 different directions here. So this is one clearance light here, got one here, here, and one on the side. And you can see what I did. I just tied them together. I just used butt connectors with the heat shrink on them. They'll be fine. So with that said, I will go, I went forward right here. This is my dome light. You got power, the yellow's power, the white's ground up here, and this will shoot across right here in the middle. I'll put a hole right in the center, run my wire down through there. That'll be my dome light. And up through here, again, two more wires for this front clearance light. I went across and I just duct taped the wires to the ceiling joist. I guess not really a joist, it's just a beam, a board, and comes around and it comes out right here. So that's all 4 of my side clearance lights and 5 rear, pointing rear. And I'm gonna, like I think I said in the other clip, this will have insulation in it, and all these pieces of tape here, well, some of that wood had knot holes in it. So what I did is I just took a piece of black fabric that I use. I think it's like backing for chairs or what have you, for doing upholstery. I laid it over the hole, so when you look inside the hole, it'll be black instead of like having the white backing from the foam on it. So there's several of those. Anyway, I think I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start putting siding on this thing. I'm not gonna do the insulation. I might go down and get me some expanding foam for these small cavities. I haven't decided yet. I probably should decide real fast, because I'm ready to start putting at least the siding around the sides on it. All right, I think I'm going to leave this video right here. I think this video is probably getting long enough, and I'll do a part 3. So I think I'm ready for a beer. My throat's pretty dry. So we'll come over here and sit down and drink a beer. Ah, man, that feels good on the old throat. All right, guys. Well, if you guys have made it this far, I appreciate it. This camper shell she's going to be good. I think I'm going to really enjoy it. I'm looking for some wheels for the truck. I want to find some old school aluminum slots or something like that. Something you would have seen on it back in the 70s or 80s. But I want to put 10-inch 10s all the way around it, 15 by 10s. I think I've always liked that look. So hopefully I'll run across a pair, or a full set rather. But first things first, we got to get this camper shell done. So like I said, I appreciate you guys watching. I would appreciate a thumbs up. If you have any comments, just send me a comment. If you have if there's something else you think of that I probably could have done different. I know I could have soldered the wires, and I probably should have, but I didn't. I worked for years and years and years. I actually worked on, I was in the trash disposal recycle industry, and we used those butt connectors constantly on those trucks. And those trucks, you couldn't get any more abuse than what those trucks took. And very, very, very seldom had a failure from a connector, and so I was thinking, you know what, why go through the hassle of soldering, putting the heat shrink on it, all that stuff. It's just, I just couldn't I don't know, maybe it's my eyesight. Maybe that's the problem. I just couldn't see myself doing it. I know, right? Corny joke. But anyway, enough of that foolishness. I appreciate you guys watching. Come back for part 3. We'll have this thing pretty much finished up. And we'll get it on the truck. So, with that being said, you guys take care. I appreciate you watching. Please like, subscribe, give me thumbs up, comment, share. Guess that's about all I got to say. Anyway, you guys take care. See ya.